We to thou belong. Hello, everybody. Hi, Bay Lady here. Sharon. Not doing anything Bay today, though. We're doing Beatles instead. Welcome to Beatles Trivia. Yes, indeed. This is your favorite midweek, midday escape, right? Something to focus your mind on besides whatever task you were doing before this, whether you're at work or out and about or at home or whatever the case may be. For 30 minutes, you get to settle back and think about those fabulous four guys that changed the world all those decades ago, right? So, what I've noticed doing this trivia is that you learn something every single time. There's always something that you didn't know. I thought I knew quite a bit, and I do, but I don't know if anybody knows at all for sure. So, oh my goodness, what is that? Um, interesting. This is just one of my various tours. I also have a Wednesday midday mystery tour where we solve little 5 minute, 2 minute, little mysteries. We play detective, so that's something to think about joining. And let's see what else. Oh, be sure to follow me on Facebook. Hey, Judy. And subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can keep up with what I'm doing and where. I'm going to be scheduling some new tours and, just in a few days here. I only have one on the books after this, I think. So I have to get going on that, get some more tours in there. And that should be fun. I have some special ones coming up. So, anyway, so for those of you that are watching it now or watching it later, either way is good. If you like the tours that I do and want to see more of them or want to see better of them, your support would be greatly appreciated if you could go to buy me a coffee every now and then. I love coffee. You'll find that information on my pages as well. But today I want to show you guys something that that I found. This is another children's book by Paul McCartney. He has two, right? Two recent ones. Um, let's show you. Okay, so this was the children's book that he wrote initially. He wrote this for his grandkids. Okay, his daughter Mary, I know, has kids, and I don't know if the others do or what, but he wrote this for his grandkids. It's really cute. It's about this magic grandpa that travels the world, right? Pretty cool. Oh yeah, Grand Dude. He calls himself Grand Dude. So that's Hey Grand Dude. That was the first one. Here comes number two, Granddad's Green Submarine. Granddad's Green Submarine, right? Another, it says music legend Paul McCartney. I have an ocean ray, heading for the ocean, he says. So that's kind of cute. So I knew about those, and so I have them. But I was just surfing the internet one day when I found this one, High in the Clouds, Paul McCartney. So it's I haven't read the whole thing yet. Actually, I think it's a bit more pages than the others. I mean, it's a good bit of writing and pictures. Hey, Ronnie Lynn. Hey, good to see you again. How's it going? I did get myself some lunch. I stopped at Subway and got myself an Italian sub. Yep, yep. and I ate half of it, and I got the other half for later. So, yes, indeed. All right, I want to start with one of these trivia books. Let's see. Um, this one. Let's see. I think this was the one that we were using. Mhm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we were doing this one for a while. Okay, so let's switch up. Do I have pages marked? Hmm. Okay. All right, so let's see. What category? We have choices here. Um, let's go, let's see. How about how about oh, how about the White Album? You want to do trivia from the White Album? The White Album, 1968. That was like one of their last, right? Before they went to the Abbey Road studios. So what page is that? Let's see. The Beatles White Album, page 55. We're doing this trivia book today. It says, I'm reading the back cover. The Beatles were an English rock band that became arguably the most successful act of the 20th century. They contributed to music, film, literature, art, and fashion, made a continuous impact on pop culture and the lifestyle of several generations. If you're a big fan of the Beatles and looking for any facts about them, this book, The Beatles Trivia, is totally perfect for you, containing a bunch of trivia quizzes and fascinating facts related to this influential band. This book promised to provide you the best reading experience. Oh, isn't it sweet? Okay, page 55. Sound of music. Okay. Number 8. Oh, you know what? Are these questions? Oh no, this is information. Well, where's the quiz? Oh, the quizzes are up front. Okay, the quizzes are all here. All right, well then, sorry, let's go back and well, let's just start from the beginning, right? Okay. All right. Quit messing around. Let's get going here. All right, you girls ready? I wonder where, oh God, I wonder what happened to our friend Mark. He was, oh man, he was a Beatles trivia whiz. What happened to him? He kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Which of the following songs is an original Beatles tune? Long Tall, Long Tall Sally, Long, what? Long Tall, I can't even talk. They've got Long Tall Sally twice. Twice. A and B. Really? All right, so Long Tall Sally, Roll Over Beethoven, or I'm Down. Hang on, I'm looking for the answers before we go too much further. Oh, geez, okay. See, answer keys. So isn't that complicated? All right. So, okay, here we go. Let me do this one again. Which of the following songs is an original Beatles tune? Long Tall Sally, they've got that twice. Roll Over Beethoven, and I Am Down. Okay. Martin, oh my gosh, I was just talking about you. Oh my goodness. I was wondering where you were. Hello, hello. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, number 2. What was the Beatles' debut single? Was it From Me to You, Love Me Do, She Loves You, or Please Please Me. Again, their debut single, From Me to You, Love Me Do, She Loves You, or Please Please Me. TikTok. Anybody know? I'm down, says Judy. I think I'm up. I think that you are correct. Okay, the answer is D. I'm down. I'm down. Okay, that was the first one, the following original song. Okay, their debut single was it From Me to You, Love Me Do, She Loves You, or Please Please Me. From Me to You, Love Me Do, She Loves You, Please Please Me. Their debut, a single. And B is the answer, which is Love Me Do. Okay, B, Love Me Do. Okay, which song was not written by George Harrison? Not written by George Harrison. I'm Happy Just to Dance with You, Something, Taxman, or Only a Northern Song. Which one wasn't written by George? Happy Just to Dance with You, Something, Taxman, or Only a Northern Song? Any guesses? Anybody? Okay, I'm happy just to dance with you. That is A, and is correct. Correct. Good thing. The last one there. Only a Northern Song. George wrote that one. I remember that song. It's a pretty good one, actually. Actually. Okay, question 4. Which of the following songs was neither written nor co-written by Ringo? In other words, he had nothing to do with it. Which of the following songs was neither written or co-written by Ringo? The choices are What Goes On, Don't Pass Me By, With a Little Help from My Friends, and Octopus's Garden. I have to think about that. Which songs weren't, Ringo didn't have anything to do with the writing. What Goes On, Don't Pass Me By, With a Little Help from My Friends, and Octopus's Garden. The music that you hopefully hear in the background just right. Um, that's my buddy Alexa. I asked her to play me some Beatles music at random, and she's got it rocking. I have to say. Okay, okay, so Judy doesn't know. Ronnie says an octopus's garden. Martin says with a little help from my friends. All right, and the winner is question 4. The answer is C, with a little help from my friends. All right, go Martins to what? Question 5. Which Beatles song does not include a reference to a previous Beatles song? Okay, this one's hard. Which Beatles song does not include a reference to a previous Beatles song? The choices: Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Glass Onion, I Am the Walrus, and All You Need Is Love. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Glass Onion, I Am the Walrus, and All You Need Is Love. All these songs are from the Sgt. Pepper Magical Mystery Tour era, I do believe. So which one doesn't include a reference to a previous Beatles song? I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. Lucy in the Sky, Glass Onion, I Am the Walrus, All You Need Is Love. I would have to think of the words of each song in order to figure it out. Because nothing jumps up at, nothing jumps out at me. Any guesses? It's not Glass Onion or All You Need Is Love. Ronnie says that is all you need is love. Judy says it's Glass Onion. Oh, you guys are all at odds. I love it, love it. Well, let's see then. Um, I lost my page. A. Lucy. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds does not include a reference to a previous Beatles song. Huh, I think Alexa's taking a break. Alexa, Alexa, play some Beatles music, please. Shuffling songs by the Beatles on Amazon Music. Woohoo. Oh, there you go, let it be. Okay, so Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. But I would like to know. Oh, right. Okay, I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say um, that I couldn't think of which songs it would be. I would really have to sit back, but that's good. That's good. And Glass Onion, he does. That's very cool. And hold on, what else? Oh yeah, yeah, okay. But yeah, Lucy was it, the one that didn't have anything. So that's cool. That's all right, Ronnie Lynn. You notice I haven't been offering any guesses, right? Got me stuffed good today. Okay, which album comes first chronologically? Which album comes first? Oh, oh, I know what this is. Look at this. Oh, I knew this was coming fast. Okay. Okay. Do y'all see that? Did you all get that? It was supposed to be either statewide or a nationwide testing of the phone system, I suppose. I don't know. Communications. Okay, so back to the Beatles. Which album came first? Which album came first? Revolver, Magical Mystery Tour, Sergeant Pepper, and Rubber Soul. I'm going to guess on this one because I think it's Rubber Soul that came before these. I know Sergeant Pepper came before Magical Mystery Tour. And I think the order would be Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sergeant Pepper, and Magical Mystery Tour. Those are my guesses. Oh, you're in Canada. That's true. You wouldn't. And see, I didn't even know if it was the whole U.S. or just the state. Ronnie, did you get anything? Judy, did you get that emergency things if you're on your phone? They announced. Okay, yeah, you did. Yeah, so then it must be nationwide. They had announced it on the news yesterday, so I just forgot. But then when it happened, I remember. So this didn't freak me out. Okay. All right. So the answer to number 6, which album came first? D. Rubber Soul. Ooh, Rubber Soul. Oh, okay. The where's Ronnie? Ronnie, the question was which album comes first chronologically? Is it Revolver, Magical Mystery Tour, Sergeant Pepper, or Rubber Soul? And answer was Rubber Soul. Alexa, reduce volume. It's a little better. Which of the following tracks is not included on the White Album? Okay. Which of the following tracks is not included on the White Album? Is it Savory Truffle, Blackbird, Revolution, or While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Savory truffle, savory truffle, however you want to say it. Blackbird, Revolution, and While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Okay, on the White Album, Savory Truffle and Blackbird, they were both on the White Album. And wasn't Revolution on it too? What about My Guitar Gently Weeps? If that wasn't on the White Album, then what album was it on? Was this a George from his own time or Beatles time? While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Was that was that Beatles or post Beatles? I don't remember. Martin says a revolution. And Revolution number 9, you remember that one? Number 9. Okay, so let's see what the answer is. C, Revolution. All right, got it. Let's see. Yeah, see, they were on the White Album. Uh-huh. So, wait a minute. Hold on. It's not. Okay, so it says not Revolution. Which of the following tracks is not included on the White Album? Number 7. C, Revolution. I would have thought it was on there. Oh, goodness. Okay, here's one I think I might know the answer to. What year did the Beatles officially disband? Oh, when did the Beatles officially disband? Was it 1981, 1975, 1968, or 1970? So 1981, 75, 68, or 70? Oh, you guys are buffering? Okay, I wonder if that was because of the signal, the emergency thing. Because that's interesting. Because Ronnie had buffering and Judy had buffering. Martin, did you lose? Oh, no, you didn't get anything, right? Because you're in Canada. Huh, it must have been from that. Okay, so Martin says 1970, and I agree with that. I think 1970 also. Okay, so the answer is for question number 8D, 1970 is the answer. Okay, oh, this is easy. Got an easy one. In 1960, Pete Best joined the Beatles as a lead vocalist, drummer, guitarist, or keyboard player. Pete Best in 1960 joined the Beatles as what? Was he a singer, drummer, guitarist, or keyboard player? Everybody said drummer, right? Let's make sure we are right. Yes. Drummer. B. You got it. B is drummer. Yes, indeed. Okay. Oh, here's another good one. Who was the oldest Beatle? George Harrison, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, or John Lennon? Who was the oldest Beatle? Do you know? I know. I know the order. I know their birth order. Yeah, I do. Simple pleasures for simple minds. That's me. Okay, Ringo, says Martin. Yep, I agree with that. I do. Let's see. And the answer is number 10, C. That would be Ringo. Ringo was the oldest. In birth order, it was Ringo, John, and he was only months behind, really. Ringo, John, Paul, and George was the baby. Which Beatles song was the first to make it to number 1 on the UK charts, according to the record retailer? now known as UK singles. Okay. What Beatles song was the first to make it to #1 on the UK charts? Was it My Bonnie, From Me to You, Please Please Me, or Love Me Do? My Bonnie, From Me to You, Please Please Me, or Love Me Do? This looks like something that I maybe one time knew the answer to, but don't anymore. Clueless. Anybody? What song on the UK? This is why we need people from the UK to play this game. I have to figure out how to do that. My Bonnie flies over the ocean. From Me to You, Please Please Me, or Love Me Do. Martin's guessing. Okay, he's saying From Me to You. Let us see. Number 11 is B. Hey, good guess. From Me to You. Very good. I was thinking it would be Please Please Me or Love Me Do. My Bonnie, they didn't write, so that was kind of out from the get-go. In 1966, oh boy, in 1966, John Lennon was quoted as saying about the Beatles, "We're more popular than Jesus now." In 1966, John Lennon was quoted as saying about the Beatles, "We're more popular than Jesus now." Is that true or false? True or false? True or false? Love me do. Love me. I like that song. I love so much of their early music, really. So, number 12, true or false? The answer is A, true. Yeah, they burned their albums and some of oh my goodness. Okay, when John did that, when he said they were better than Jesus or as popular as Jesus, he didn't really mean it as offensive. He thought he was just stating a fact. However, um, the religious groups, especially those in the Bible Belt, in the south of the U.S. down south, they started burning their albums. Wouldn't play their music on the radio anymore. It was a real disaster there for a while, but not the first, not the last. Okay. The Beatles gave their last live concert performance on August 29th, 1966. What city did this monumental event occur? Their last concert, 1966, August 29th. What city? Was it Atlanta, Georgia, Jacksonville, Florida, Little Rock, Arkansas, or San Francisco, California? Atlanta, Georgia, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jacksonville, Florida, or San Francisco, California. I think I'm going to go with California, with San Francisco. I don't know 100% if that's right, but the others seem even less right. Okay, if you can guess there. I'm going to say D, San Francisco. Let's find out. Boom, 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 boom. 13. D, San Francisco. Oh, got one. Okay, number 14. In December 1970, who made the comment, "I didn't leave the Beatles, the Beatles have left the Beatles"? I didn't leave the Beatles, the Beatles have left the Beatles. In 1970, December. Who said that? Was it Ringo, George, Pete, or Paul? Ringo, George, Pete, or Paul? December 1970. Who said they didn't leave the Beatles? The Beatles left the Beatles. Ringo, George, Paul, or Pete Best? Nope, nope, nope. No, it is the D. It's Paul. Remember, Paul was the one that was blamed for breaking up the group for walking out. Paul was the one that carried the weight, like the destructor of the Beatles, greatest rock and roll band of all time. So, John should have been a choice. I don't know why he wasn't. Okay, last one. The British Daily Telegraph once compared, the British Daily Telegraph once compared the Beatles to Hitler. Is that true or false? The British Daily Telegraph once compared the Beatles to Hitler. True or false? I bet they didn't get in as much trouble as John did for saying what he did about Jesus. Let's see. True or false? True. The British newspaper did do that. Are they still around? Who knows, right? Yeah, true. Well, my friends, that concludes another rousing round of Beatles trivia. Yay! Yeah, I don't have anything coming up this weekend that I can think of. Next Wednesday, I have to I get some in there. Yes, I will. All right, folks. Thank you so much for playing trivia with me today. Enjoyable as always, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care, guys.